I am very thankful and grateful even to the cooperation given by the viewers of Satakshi Frames and Satakshi TV. Yesterday we discussed a lot of things about the other provisions of IPC as well the provisions of Criminal Procedure Code. Now everyone is aware that the present situation is related with the elections. We go everywhere and anywhere. We are hearing some or other thing about the present pattern of the elections. So, what is this election and who will contest in these elections and how the election pattern will run, that let us discuss in this episode. And your M. Sirajuddin advocate is very happy to bring to your notice the definitions as well the offences that are recited in the again Indian Penal Code. So that is IPC. You are aware that procedural aspect of an offence is a different thing, and that will be discussed more in Criminal Procedure Code. So far this Indian Penal Code is concerned, that gives the structure and the definition of an offence. So when we go to the elections, it is rightly discussed in chapter 9A and other relevant provisions of the law. So here first of all we have to know that what is the State Election Commissioner as well the Central Election Commissioner. So we know that India is consisting of several states. So in order to control the entire system of elections in the national level, the Central Election Commission is formed. And the Chief Election Commissioner, with the cooperation of the other election commissioners, he will look after the entire electoral system in India, and accordingly whenever and wherever the necessity arises, he will announce the elections and see that the public representatives shall be elected. Similarly, in the state level, the state election commissioners will function these activities. The Chief Election Commissioner will be appointed. It is a constitutional authority and he is under the direct control of the governor of concerned states, and he will conduct the elections in the panchayat levels, that is called firqa levels, or block levels, that is called mandal levels in Andhra Pradesh, as well assembly levels and parliamentary constituency levels. So it is his bounded duty from start issuing the notification for the elections till the completion of the election process. So here naturally no election will be held without any differences and disputes, because it is in India natural thing that the elections are under and in the control of political parties. So the different political parties having their own strategies, having their own policies, they will approach the general public in their own style. So, the policy may differ from party to party. When the differences arose in between the parties, naturally the general public will also divide into different groups. So these groups may lead to some complications as well. There is a very possibility of arising some offences in the election cases. So the first thing is what we observe. First of all, selection of candidates and nomination process, and then third one is publicity, canvassing, and finally the voting process. These are the stages of the elections. The election process will commence by issuing the notification by either State Election Commission or Central Election Commission, by authorizing the concerned authorities to issue the notification, election notification. So, immediately from the notification of the election process, the election code will come into existence. So that code of election will control all the authorities and their activities. It's a different subject. What the authorities has to do and how they have to cooperate with the election commissioner, and how the controlling of elections shall be in the hands of the election commission, etc., is a different subject. So that subject we can discuss in some other episode. Here I would like to say something about the election offences only. So what are the things naturally we will observe in the elections is, during the course of election canvassing, the candidates or their supporters, they will try to influence the voter. They will try to influence the voter by offering so many things. So that is nothing but influencing, undue influencing. So influence is, it will converted as undue influence, and that will leads to so many complications. As well, bribery becomes normal. So bribery, undue influence, personation. Instead of one person, a person will die and he is no more. Somebody will take the slip and he will enter into the booth and he will tell the name of the died person, and he wanted to cast his vote. So like that, there is every possibility of this type of bribery main and undue influence at elections and personation at elections. So these three things are offences and they will lead for punishment. So punishment is different, and that will be discussed in detail in our episode. Thank you. Namaskar. Your M. Sirajuddin, Advocate.
నచ్చినట్టయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.